let us solve a previous year JEE advanced question on system of linear equations. First, let me go through the question briefly. There are three system of equations given and there are three parameters, namely alpha, beta and gamma. So they asked us to match each entry in list 1 to the correct entries in list 2. You can go through list 1 and list 2. It is nothing. In list 1 consists of nothing but some values of beta in terms of alpha and some values of gamma, and some entries also contains some values of alpha. So what we want to do is we want to check for these values of alpha, beta, gamma whether the system of linear equations has a unique solution or no solution or infinity many solution or some particular solution, and we have to match the option. So let us solve the questions. We'll try to solve this question by using matrices. First, let us write the argument matrix of the system of linear equation. Argument matrix is nothing but first you write the coefficient of the given coefficients in the given system of linear equation, that is 1, 2 and 1 and 1, 0, alpha and 2, minus 3, beta, and later you also write the left hand side coefficient. So 7, 11 and gamma. Now what we have to do is we have to turn this into row echelon form by doing some elementary row operations. So we will do two row operations at one time, like R2 is changed to R2 minus R1. Simultaneously we will change R3 also, 0, minus 7, beta minus 2, gamma minus 14. Now again let us change R3 to R3 minus 7 by 2 R2. Then we will get, there is no change in R1, zero minus 7, here it will become 0, sorry, beta plus 3 minus 7 alpha by 2, gamma minus 28. This is the row echelon form. The elementary valid row operations are, we can multiply a row by a constant, like R3 can be written as CR3. It is valid row operation, and we can exchange any two rows like this. This is also valid, and we can add some other row to the other. These three are the valid row operations. So with using these three operations, our motto should be first converting these two positions 0, then in later step we should convert this 0. So it will be easy for us to solve. According to the question, let us go. First, beta equals to first part, beta p part we will solve. Beta equals to 7 by 2 alpha minus 3 by 2 alpha. Then if we substitute this in this matrix, we will get, and gamma equals to 28. What we will get? We will get 0, 0, and this is also 0. What does this form means? Like x into 0 plus y into 0 plus z into 0 equals to 0. So it is satisfied, like 0 is equals to 0. Next step, if we go, 2y plus 1 minus alpha into z equals to 4, and x plus 2y plus z equals to 7. So we have restrictions here. We have, if we choose any value of z, we get y, and we will get x also related to the value of z. So here one variable is free, like what the solution of the equation completely depends on any one of the variable. You can choose any one variable. So here we get infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. We are solving part Q. Again, beta equals to 1 by 2 7 alpha minus 3. But here gamma not equals to 28. Now what happened to the argument matrix? Here 0, 0, 0, but this is not equals to 0. Like this gamma minus 28, this is not is equals to 0 because gamma they didn't give 28. So now what happens? 0 into some z equals to some non-zero value. Is this possible? We know 0 into anything always gives 0. So it is not possible. So there is no solution for these sets of beta and gamma. And now let us solve the R part of the question. They have given beta not equals to 1 by 2 7 alpha minus 3 and alpha equals to 1 and gamma not equals to 28. Now the argument matrix becomes 1, 2, 1, 7, 0, minus 2 and here 0 because alpha equals to 1, 4 and some 0, 0. Here beta what? Now let us solve R part of the question. It is given beta not equals to 1 by 2 of 7 alpha minus 3 and alpha equals to 1 and gamma not equals to 28. So the argument matrix becomes 1, 2, 1, 7, 0, minus 2, 0, 4 and 0, 0, beta minus 2 and some non-zero value. Now we can write beta minus 2 into z equals to some non-zero value and 2y equals to 4, that is y equals to minus 2 and x plus 2y plus z equals to 7. We get x plus z equals to 11, but z is dependent on beta, but for as beta alpha beta gamma is constant, so there is a fixed value of z, but we don't know the perfect value because beta is not given. There is no ways to find beta. If z is fixed, then y is also fixed, so x we will get x also fixed value. So we have a unique solution for these sets of beta, alpha and gamma. So it has unique solution. Now let us solve the S part. Again beta not equals to 1 by 2 of 7 alpha minus 3 and alpha equals to 1 and gamma equals to 28. Then the argument matrix becomes as gamma equals to 28 now it becomes 0. Then beta minus 2 into z equals to 0. Beta equals to 2 and z equals to 0 because something into 0, if two constant multiplication should be 0, then at least one of them should be 0, right? So z is equals to 0 and minus 2y equals to 4, y equals to minus 2, x plus 2y plus z equals to 7, z equals to 0, x minus 4 equals to 7, so x equals to 11. So the solution set is 11, minus 2, 0. In the given question, it is option 4. So first set of beta gamma we got infinity many solutions. So P matches to 3. So we can eliminate C and D option. Then for the Q part we got no solution. Again there is no changes. We should select from A and B. For R part we got a unique solution, that is 1. So B is eliminated and S matches to 4. So the right option is A.